And you and I have lived our entire life in addictions. Sad to say, because we have come under the influence of some false teachers who have told us it's all right to, play around and flirt around with sin. Nothing of eternal consequence will happen if you keep flirting with sin and keep staying addicted. But that is a wrong teaching. Now, I can tell you about, I can show you some verses that are regularly twisted, to show people that they really don't have to bother about addictions in their life. For example, there's a verse which is quoted, and that verse is 1 Corinthians 3:15. Okay, 1 Corinthians 3:15. And this verse says, he will suffer loss, but he himself will be saved. So some people use 1 Corinthians 3:15 to say, you can be addicted to all those dirty things, secret things, but ultimately, because you're a believer, you'll be saved on the final day of judgment. But you know what? You need to read below 1 Corinthians 3:15. And 1 Corinthians 3:15 and 16 talks about God who will destroy the believer who is dividing the church based on and by inciting personality clashes. So that verse does not mean that no matter you can be addicted to whatever sin you want and still you will make it to heaven. Doesn't mean that, because very next verse 16 and 17, 1 Corinthians 3:16 and 17 says God will destroy him. The context, the believer who is dividing the church by inciting personality clashes. And 6th chapter of 1 Corinthians 18 and 19, again the same phrase, God will destroy. Context, sexual immorality. And then 1 Corinthians 7:9-27, Apostle Paul, the man who wrote these words, the man who fully understands what he was trying to communicate, says, I beat my body and make it my slave. After I who have preached to others, I myself would not be disqualified. Certainly, Apostle Paul did not write 1 Corinthians 3:15 as an excuse to continue in our addictions, thinking there is no eternal consequence for that. Otherwise, Paul would not have written in the same book in 1 Corinthians 9:27, I beat my body and make it my slave, because after I who have preached to others, I myself should not be disqualified for the prize. So take wrong ideas about addictions from your mind.